All right, and we're live. What's up,
Fantastic.
everybody? We had a nice break, and we came back to what I think might be one of my favorite episodes that the show has ever done because things that needed to happen happened. I will try to control myself the best of my ability, but I like some stuff that happened on this episode. We have a new admin with us. Velvet's first time is on the show. Excited to have him in.
Hello.
But all right, we will kick things right into it. Since you're new, Velvet, go ahead. Tell us a few things that you liked about the episode.
Well, Weiss's sudden directiveness was pretty out there. Like, she busted into the room. She wasn't afraid to get in Jacques' face. You know, that was a high point. And you're under arrest. Can I do that? That was like, do first, ask questions later. And then the end of the episode where we realized that, you know, Neo was in the palace, like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were complaining. That has been a running thread in most of these reviews about wondering where they are, and we now know that they're either. I don't know where the Shtini Manor is in correlation to Atlas Academy, but at the end of the episode, it looked like Neo left the manor and then ended up wherever the hell she was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, we'll get into that. Summer, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Can you pull up a very important screenshot for me?
Oh, for the love of God, yes, I can. Oh, dear Jesus.
Is it the one I think it is?
It's always the one you think it is.
So while you pick that up, of course, I love the Weiss moment. She's adorable with her little. Am I allowed to arrest my father? But very important thing.
I am screenshotting the wrong one. Hold on. I have. My life is in shambles. What the hell am I doing? All right, hold on. Screen share.
Cookies.
There we go. All right, let's try this one. Are you? It did the same one. I'm running on all cylinders today. Ah, dang it. All right, we're just gonna exit that out so I do this correctly.
I feel that.
All right.
I swear, this build-up is great.
Oh, you guys have no idea how important this picture is. You have no idea. I'm just making sure that I have it.
Right there.
Yeah, oh God.
Lassus Drunk is back again. Came back, guys. He's got a throw in all of this.
Isn't he just like the one that got like punched at some point?
Yeah, he's been in every episode.
Popped up in a lot of episodes. I'm convinced he's important, guys.
Maybe he works for
He's a
lie
spy.
detector. What's her name?
For Robin?
Robin.
Yeah.
Hill.
See, I've been having an issue with their names, so I've been calling Robin lie detector and the one with the ace op with the tail Wags, because you know
Wags.
it
works.
You don't get it. He gets such significant time on the show. He's important, and I will not take this back.
It was 10 seconds, not even.
No, it's important. It's important.
Dude, you're not going to win on this. Just let me
Not
you know
to
what?
win.
Yeah, you're not to win.
I'm pulling up my RT first. Here we go.
Okay, all right. So,
Back serious side. I also really like the moment with Robin because I think it just kind of really illustrates her character even more and her involvement here. So I think she'll be around much longer, or at least throughout this arc.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, now that Jacques been arrested, they got to replace him with someone.
Of course, Crow and Clover really need to stop flirting because it's just getting out of control, guys.
They're not flirting.
They're just flirting. No flirting.
They're being themselves to each other. I don't count that as flirting.
Nope, flirting.
They're flirting.
Is everyone in this show gay?
Yes.
They are now.
They are when it matters, apparently.
I let my brother do what he wants.
You let your brother do who he wants.
God,
Do who he wants.
She is drunk with power.
Yes.
All right, I'm good.
Look at that smile, though.
Right.
Look at how happy he is.
Smile.
Okay, it was 3 seconds. I just went back. I counted. It was 3 seconds of screen time those two
And do
got.
you know how many times he's been in the show before this? Oh,
Cumulatively, he's got like 30.
What?
You're not
Again.
gonna win, Velvet.
No.
I'm
Again.
convinced.
It's fine.
Again, crackpot theory. Again.
By the end of this season, I'm working on something. Just wait,
You wait until when that Terex impales him in the next episode.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, Raven, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everyone has to see what my sister thinks of these days. Um,
Alright.
I love the rose garden moment we had.
Yes,
so
right there.
rose garden. Yes, my child
I
and my other
purposely
child
said that for her.
It's so obvious that Oscar is
is in
after
love.
her.
Yes.
Like
He
he stopped trying to hide it.
Yeah.
But that moment
moment
was
was
so
so
cute.
good.
They're stumbling over each other and everything.
Yeah.
It's cute. The other thing I really enjoyed was how finally they agreed that we just needed to tell the truth. And so Oscar goes off and talks to Ironwood. I'm surprised that at no point did Ozpin stop him.
Yep.
Like, I really want to know what's going to happen with Ozpin.
I haven't thought about that, actually.
All right, we'll get into that once we get through all four of our thoughts. We'll get talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then finally, just how like embarrassed Jacques looked during the entire interrogation scene.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know this was happening. It's like lies.
The way he
Me
shrunk
too.
down
Me
into
too.
himself.
Oh yeah. You got more or
That's yeah. Oh, I
Okay.
did notice something really stupid. This is like the first time I noticed it.
Duh.
In the opening
Mhm.
credits, at the very last cutscene, if you ever notice, Crow's cape is billowing in the wind.
yeah. Yep, they've got
never
little
noticed
itty
that.
bitty details.
I never
Um,
noticed that till today.
Hey guys, I'm old Weiss admin. I wouldn't mind if everyone was getting. I forgot if I could do this. By the way, I forgot I could do this. I forget every freaking episode, but
What happened?
that I
You
can
can
show
just
comments
highlight
on
it and
here.
have a-
I forgot that I could do this. I forget every time, but that about 10 minutes straight of Jacques being made to be the biggest douchebag, worthless piece of crap on the planet made my life. It might be my favorite moment in the entire series, and then it gets put in with a pin when the only way Jacques can respond is no, wait, I only tried to rig the election. I'm still a douchebag, but I only meant for that little thing to happen.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm like, what are you doing, guy? Like, for real? And then it's like, I didn't mean for him to get murdered when I gave my complete and total council access to a guy who I know is a nut bar.
And is supposedly dead. Dead.
Like, what were you even? I did, but all right.
He
Going back to some other things that we got here. That thing's awesome,
That thing
Oh,
T-Rex.
is great.
yes.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a dinosaur. That's why I love
and
it.
I don't have a good screenshot of it, but I finally saw that Vine does have a weapon. In this scene, you can see a weird pincer-looking thing on his back.
Wait,
Oh,
he's
I
where?
saw that earlier.
When they first
Yeah,
get in,
he's
I
like-
don't have a good screenshot of it.
He's like
Oh,
wearing
But
it.
he's got a weird, like, metal-looking, like, claw thing sitting on his back. So I'm assuming we'll finally see him use it in the next episodes, but he does have a weapon. I saw it on his back. The second thing, the giant armor is Nicholas Schnee's armor. Look at this crap.
I know.
Oh,
like-
yeah, I was wondering
Yeah.
about that.
That's amazing. Also, Nicholas Schnee is a handsome man. I don't need to point that out, but he's like
no, everyone needs to acknowledge how handsome
handsome.
that is.
Is Kai
um,
having his gay moment?
ooh, ew.
You're
But,
allowed. You're allowed two per stream.
and
Oops.
and I mentioned this to everybody else, and we'll get into basically everything else because I just have minor thoughts. I have gone on record to say some not so kind things about Whitley Schnee over the past few episodes, and rightly so. But me being a child of divorce and thinking more clearly about it, and like Willow really put it into perspective when she said that you left him here with us, and then they basically just showed a picture of Jacques and her saying, no, you just left him with him, and I really can't do anything. Seeing him running away when he's like, oh, good, the one parent that actually got along with me is being arrested. Now nobody likes me. He's trying so hard to just have someone like him. They have achieved me feeling sorry for Whitley.
Which that's something pretty hard to achieve.
I mean, I started feeling sorry for him a few episodes ago, but this episode definitely hit me hard. Because again, I'm a child of divorce, so I'm like, that poor boy. I actually do feel something now.
That's his second divorce. No, would he have been around for the first one?
Whitley?
Yeah. How old is
Oh, neither. No, I'm not saying
No.
either of them are divorced. I'm just saying I know what it can be like to be vying for people's approval. That's all
They
I'm
just
saying.
come across like a divorce
Couple. They act like they don't care about each other, which they don't. But and then, like Velvet said earlier, those two have been here.
Like
She
the
was
whole-
actually in the last episode for about like
She
2
was.
seconds. Yeah, I didn't realize that until somebody pointed it out. But
Well,
All right.
I noticed it. So it's like, okay, I have a strange feeling that character. We're gonna see it again, and I was right. I was just not expecting to.
all
I'm
right.
not a fan of her.
Into the meat and potatoes here. Velvet, you said you had a thought.
He has some molasses.
Velvet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just completely lost. When did I say that?
About Ozpin?
Oh,
Not saying
I
something?
think the Ozpin and Oscar merge has started. I
Also,
think
okay.
I think their
Oh, the
consciousness has started to
merging?
become one, and it's about to become Ozpin. I have because the comment that Ironwood had to Oscar when they were conversing about something about Atlas, and Ironwood looks at Oscar and goes, "You talk like you were there." Oscar
is
says
true.
nothing about
Oh
it.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I totally agree with you here, Velvet. I think
that's
there's
kind
a
of
merge starting.
yeah. That's just my where I'm at with this. And also, I noticed in the chat, at Anonymous, I don't have a camera. I don't like showing my face on the internet. Thank you.
It happens. We didn't get Crow at first either, so it's all good.
We
I
got
don't think my ugly mug should be on camera, so you have to put up with
I-
me.
As Raven, I want to make a joke, but I won't.
So yeah, I don't know. I think there's a bit more here that would be pretty good to find out.
Yeah, and it's like, and it was something where, exactly how you said it, it wasn't even where he had to think about it. It just slipped into his stream of consciousness as like a normal thought. There was no hesitance.
Yeah.
So basically, like, they're starting to forget whose thoughts are whose kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
So it's kind of some.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's more that Oscar is also hiding, and it needs to be presented to itself.
could be. All right, going into other things. I really need to point out that I was anticipating me to absolutely on all cylinders hate this episode. Like, beyond a doubt, I was going to hate this episode. And like I've said earlier, it's one of my favorites. The reason why I do, and one thing I'm quite proud of, is that RT, I love them, but when things go bad in most of their shows, they don't have a middle ground. It's either things are happy or things are in Crapsville the entire time.
Oh yeah.
There's no middle. So when this happened, I was going to be like, you know what? Immediately they're going to be like, nah, it's whatever. We don't believe her. No, everyone acted like sensible adults. And they're like, yeah, you know what? Him having access to the mainframe would make sense. He would be able to do that. He'd be able to do this. And then right away, Ironwood gets told that he's been having a secret kept from him this whole time. What does Ironwood do? I'm not mad.
He changed that.
Like,
He's not mad.
I
He
took
it like an
it
adult.
pretty well. I was
Yeah,
like,
he did.
like, there was a moment where he looked like he was breaking because he did that whole, like, he really looked like it took him a moment. So I don't know if it's so much as he's taking it well or he's allowing time to focus on it later. Like, he's got something going on.
Like, even Robin didn't get upset. She was just like, let's talk. Seriously. We're all in the same room. Let's do this.
This is why I love
Everyone is
Robin.
acting like civilized adults. And no one's trying to. They're like, we are on the same team. We're crying out loud. We are on the same team. Let's act like it. They all realize they were being screwed.
Oh yeah.
That's all
That's all I had. It is.
Oh yeah. It's 100. He's just an idiot. 100. Like he only cares about himself, and it's yeah.
Ever since that episode of World of Remnant where they revealed that Jacques took the Schnee name just to make himself seem important, I was like, you were such a douchebag.
Oh yeah,
Lord, you were a douchebag.
I do want to point out when he's like, I can explain, this is fake. I feel like if he didn't run out of the room immediately after, he might have been able to convince them, but he like just trying to leave.
Oh
and
yeah.
Also,
no.
I was gonna be like, if he's about to, but he's like, it's fake.
It's fake. Yup. Books it. I'm like, bye.
But yeah. Other than that, it's like, and last week, was that last week in the episode when it ended? Last week we had him turning the heat off, and then we got snow instantly.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was either just, last episode, I guess, if that was just they have such a powerful heat propulsion system that they keep the snow away, or he just knew snow was going to happen and then turned the heat off.
Okay.
Makes him more of a douchebag.
The inner meteorologist in me can actually explain this scenario.
Okay.
They're in a climate. Shut up, Rachel.
Oh,
Sorry,
boy.
Summer.
No, I wanted you to say something about this.
So they're in a climate that is constantly snowing. So just say, like, if you lived in the Arctic, it's always cold. Most of the time it snows. They're in a climate that's like that. But if you have a large heating system, like the entire city being heated, the heat rises. So the snow is technically still falling, but not on the city. It's just away. It's being propulsed outwards. So when you turn off the heat source and it gets cold enough again, snow is going to start falling down to the surface. There's your science moment of the day.
Okay.
Sorry.
Which explains the immediate, oh no, we need to take care of this.
Mommy, it's snowing.
Yeah. What do I want to say? We have the, man, I had it and it just went. Gosh, we have obviously. Oh, that's what I was going to bring up. A lot of people are showing that until Neo was looking straight at Cinder, that she looked like she could not have cared less about being where she is.
Yeah.
And someone even put on Tumblr, here we go. Here's our crackpot Tumblr theory, which I don't think is such a crackpot Tumblr theory, but someone just put the picture of Neo rolling her eyes while looking away from Cinder, and it says one thing intensifies on top of it. Which, if anyone doesn't know what one thing is, it's just an entire song about Neo being pissed about blank person taking Roman away from her, and now she has nothing.
Oh, I wonder.
So it's either she believes Cinder and she kills Ruby, or she knows full well that a Grimm killed Roman and she took the hat out of a not so satisfying place. But either way,
he probably had more than one hat.
Well, I get it, but just the visual to me is funny.
Yeah.
That'll go on to something we talk at the end of the episode that I talked about with Summer. I think it was last week or the week before, about my opinion, at least on Cinder's need for the show anymore.
I think that was 2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago. But like I really don't have a whole lot to say other than that. Like, you guys can go, but it's just like I'm really excited for next week's if we're actually going to see like a lot of fighting, because like I've said a couple of times now, they were like, fight's going to happen next week. So the fight happened and now we're moving on. Like, you got to be saving the animation for somewhere. I'm hoping this is it. So
yeah.
But
so personally, I just want to talk about Oscar myself, because like his development in this season alone I've just really enjoyed. Like, yeah, it's probably because he is kind of slowly merging with Ozpin, or maybe he's trying to embody those things he's learned from Ozpin. Because again, the guy's been inside his head and guiding him for a while. he's bound to get some traits from him. Like, just the way Oscar approaches Ironwood in the whole situation, his determination with Ruby telling him, we've got to tell him. And then someone has a thing on Tumblr that they keep saying about, we're going to get a Home Alone situation with Oscar. They literally said he's going to go to the school by himself, and now that's all I can imagine.
That would be amazing. Oscar with 2 hours of prep time versus villains. We have a Digimon in the comment section. Does, like I said before we get to the whole just expounding upon the Cinder situation, anybody else have any real big things that they want to speak about?
I don't think I do.
They had that little like weird Renora moment where it's like they grab each other's hands, but they're not actually looking at each other.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
It was
Ren's
brief,
like-
and then he's like looking away, like I don't want to look at you right now, kind of thing. And then like there was like something similar between Yang and Blake, but at least they were smiling.
There was
Like-
thoughts about that situation, and then
I think they're just worried that like something bad's
Yeah.
gonna really happen.
yeah.
Also,
Ren
the
has-
giant mammoth.
I was gonna say, we've got a lot of things going on right now. We've got the Grim, we've got Cinder and Neo, we've got why am I blanking?
Watts.
Thank you, Watson, Terry. We've got a lot of villains and threats at this moment, and then the whole heating problem.
Mhm. And it looks like we might actually finally get that fight scene that I thought they point blank lied about in the intro with Robin, Crow, and Tyrion.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Still
sorry.
waiting for that.
Okay, Summer and I have been hearing complaints from one of our friends for weeks and weeks and weeks. We need this fight before I take him and throw him out a window.
Because it's
I
like,
love
I'm
him,
sure
but
I
we
don't
don't
need to
know.
remind everyone that for 3 volumes straight, we got teased about a fight between Emerald and Weiss that have still never happened.
I know.
Yeah, I'm looking. I like we're owed that at this point.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
it'll happen at some point. That made me so mad. It made it easy for A and Bs that they kept doing that. But yeah, if nobody's really got
Oh,
anything.
wait. I didn't
Go ahead.
finish my thought. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Go ahead. No, that's fine. Go ahead.
I do want to point out, I did call it a few episodes ago about Oscar being the one to build Ironwood up when he does get the truth and all that.
You did, yeah.
Which,
Sounds-
again, I just really loved that whole interaction between them. I just think it's really important, considering he's supposed to be, the guy that they all lost.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Now I'm
sure. That one last thing. They talked about team assignments. So I'm thinking we're going to get a whole lot of rando team ups next episode.
Fair game.
And the one I don't need to tell anyone I'm most excited about is Ruby and Harriet.
Yeah,
I'm really pumped about that, especially since Harriet is actually acting like it's not she was quite excited to go fight down with Ruby. The whole make sure you can keep up kid. Oh, I don't need to go into any more about how much I love Harriet. But
Fair
got
game.
Summer's opinion.
Just fair game.
I got Summer's opinion on this. I don't know if I got Raven's. And I know I haven't gotten yours, Velvet, but I've talked extensively with Crow about this. Anybody who doesn't know, me and Crow live in the same city. We hang out quite a bit, so we know each other, so we talk about this stuff quite often. It's gotten to the point of where, in my opinion, Cinder's gotten to the point of being just useless, and she has like a purpose left, and that's to die.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, she's not doing anything.
Yeah, and like, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
She's kind of like, cast out by Salem for her failure at Haven, and quote unquote failure. It wasn't entirely her fault, but in the same time, it was because she didn't use her full powers. But it's also come to the fact that she was part Grim, and that's kind of a dumb way to change yourself anyway. You have the glove. The glove works just fine.
Yeah, and it was technically, in my opinion, her fault because Hazel was trying to tell Salem that it didn't go to plan. And I'm guessing that their plan was not to ambush all of them, lead them into the sanctuary, and then take care of them. I'm guessing they just wanted to get the relic and then leave. And then
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah,
whatever.
they're supposed to use the White Fang as a distraction so that they could get the relic and get out of there. But
Yeah.
Salem's got this whole "I want to destroy a child" thing going on.
Yeah.
And Cinder does too. Cinder's kind of on that boat too.
Raven?
I
Anything?
just have a feeling with Cinder, it's gonna end up being that she's gonna get killed, and so the maiden power is gonna get passed to someone in Team Ruby. I feel like it's gonna come down to that. Because of the fact the only reason she's still alive, like Salem hasn't killed her, is because of the fact that she is the Fall Maiden. She has the powers that Salem needs.
And the person she's most obsessed with is Ruby.
Yes. So Ruby might end up becoming a Fall Maiden. You never know.
Yeah.
She could kill. She could end up killing her.
Yeah. And last,
Especially with that Grimbet.
the crackpot theory, which if it happened, I would lose my SHIT, but I don't think it's going to happen, is, man, okay, before we get back onto Cinder, here is, and I will give millions of dollars away to this page if this happens, but it won't. And you can use this video as my claim to me saying this. But who here has all seen Gurren Lagann?
Seen what?
One of the
Tengen
greatest
Toppa
animes
Gurren
ever.
Lagann. It's an anime that is basically, with hope, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
It has gotten me through a lot, and it's why I'm wearing this drill pendant, and I always do. There is a moment in it where, through anime BS, I'm just going to call it, the main character's love interest is captured by the secondary season's main villain, and they were trapped in like a kind of nightmare realmish type thing, and then they reconstruct out of the love interest engagement ring. They like appear out of it and then save her. I'm only saying this because Miles, Carrie, and especially Monty were diehard to their grave Gurren Lagann fans. If Cinder dies, I'm getting goosebumps even thinking about this, but it will not happen. If Cinder dies and those ashes start levitating toward John's shield and Pyrrha pops out, you will hear my screams from outer space.
Well, see,
and I will rain money on the masses that I don't have.
Oh, but you make fun of my crackpot theory that drunk glasses guys could be our biggest hero.
I'll openly admit it won't happen. It won't.
I mean,
No, drunk glasses guy is really Ozpin.
But
New crackpot theory.
no. Well, the shield wasn't made from Pyrrha. It was made from her armor.
It's not. It's made from her armor. And in Gurren, they didn't come out of Nia. It came out of her engagement ring.
It's true, they did.
Well,
like I said, crackpot theory won't happen. I'm just comparing it to their favorite anime of the people that made the show.
You never know, it might happen.
But anyway, what I was getting back to with Cinder, gosh dang it, going back to Cinder, in how many episodes do we have? 9?
Yeah.
In 9 episodes this season, Watts has been a better villain than she has been in 7 volumes.
Yeah.
Like, and we haven't even gotten to Vacuo yet.
No, we haven't, which is where the best team in existence is.
It is Team Coffee. You are correct, good sir. But yeah, it's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's I wonder how long they're gonna stay in Atlas for, and
I mean, going off of the past few volumes, I kept saying maybe 3, but I mean, they could start changing that at this point.
They could, but that show is making more money than it ever has. They have so many tie-in deals with so many different things.
Oh, I know, right? The comics,
yeah.
the games.
They're in Smite for crying out loud.
Yeah.
They have no reason. They have no reason to be in Smite, and they're in Smite. They have DC Comics comic deals, all this.
They have what is it? The Viz comic. Viz Media?
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The manga, whatever.
Yeah, but like I said, you can do more stuff with Neo.
I
wouldn't
agree.
have
I
minded-
just think we need to get rid of Cinder. There's so many more interesting villains in this show. Like, my lord, I love Watts so much. He is such a good
Yeah.
villain.
and Tyrion as well. They're
Right?
both
Tyrion's
awesome.
a very good
It's-
villain.
And I would like to
still
see
wanna know
Hazel
why
come
he's
back.
interested in John.
Yeah. And you still, like you said, you have Hazel and you have Mercury and Emerald that you still have stuff to do with. And not to mention,
Eh.
Salem hasn't left that freaking castle yet.
I mean, she did for like a end credit, and that was it. Like,
Which
remember,
end credit?
it was like, or maybe it was an opening sequence back a couple volumes ago. She was like standing outside watching the Grim spawn.
Well,
When
okay,
Oh, it was the
making
end of
Fire
last
Monkey.
season.
okay, I correct. She
There's
has
a big
not
thing there.
left her yard yet.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Ty, she-
Okay, that's
she
what I'm
needs
getting
fresh
at.
air. Give her some credit.
Okay, and then that's another thing. You have flying Grim monkeys coming to get Ruby.
Where are they?
Oh yeah.
You still haven't gotten that problem solved yet. On
I don't-
top of, we have Jacques taken care of, possibly, in the first volume. They're in Atlas. So they've obviously got other stuff planned.
Oh yeah.
Rid of her!
Well, and then we've got the whole tower thing going on. It's possible Neo overheard something about it.
Mhm.
And
But-
Watts is getting into the systems and blocking them out while they're trying to get in there. We've got so much going on.
All right. I felt like I've talked too much this episode. Seriously, does anyone else have any more to talk about?
I don't. I kind of just based what I'm saying off you guys.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm just making sure because
That's how it works here.
I think I'm overpowering people in these episodes, and sometimes I feel like I do. So I don't want to do that. So, all right.
Now I went over everything I wanted.
Okay.
We all know the main reason I wanted to talk. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
we
it-
know.
It's what it is every week. But and who was, correct me if I'm wrong, he was on either team, I believe he was on Team Bronze. Who was the dude that got carried away by a Nevermore in Volume 3?
Oh, that was the guy from Bronze. Oh, he was.
Was it?
Oh. I know what you're referring to. I just can't place it myself.
I'm just waiting
I can't remember.
for that to be your favorite person next episode. I'm just saying, both of you and me loved Forrest, and then Tyrion killed him.
Like Florian.
Oh dear.
Who is Velvet and Aaron's favorite character this volume?
Yeah,
From Always Open, I found out.
That's still makes me happy.
Velvet. Well, I mean, my favorite character is obviously Velvet.
Oh no,
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
I meant
Like
to say
this volume.
this volume. I said Velvet on accident. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, that was good. This went shockingly a lot faster than I thought it was going to.
We haven't
So-
done predictions.
Oh yeah, crap, we have it. All right, predictions. I think before this volume's over, one of the Aesops is gonna bite it.
Oh, 100%.
Not
Is anyone-
over.
Oh,
No. I'm gonna
sadly,
cry.
sadly, part of me thinks it's the people who the people that have gotten the most screen time. I think it's going to be the ones who are up for it. So I either think it's going to be Harriet or Clover.
I don't want
they-
Harriet to die either. Don't give me
I
choices.
look who you're talking to. Do you think I do?
I don't know,
But,
Ty. You might.
Anyway, unless they lame it out and they like off Elmer Vine, which because they've gotten the least amount of screen time, which if we're gonna go by that, it's gonna end up being Vine. Not by much though. But yeah, I don't know. I think one of them's gonna bite it, and it's gonna be on these team assignments. Part of me thinks it'll end up being freaking Harriet because she'll have some "my team really is my family and my friends" and herty-der speech to freaking Ruby, and I'm just not. But
And then,
It
and then
just-
she'll
it has-
die, and
it ha-
everybody will cry, and Ty will have a moment like me when Forrest died, and he'll just need to have a moment to mourn.
I might not be on that review if she dies.
I feel that.
Just let you know, he might be solo on
I
that one.
showed up when Forrest died.
I'll be here. I'll be here for you. Don't worry. I'll be here.
All right. Anybody else?
And then I'll fly away.
I think that's it.
I'd still want my Team Stark. We're probably not going to get that.
Raven, come on.
This season, no.
With the current status between Raven and Crow, that's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, she's talking about flashbacks.
Oh, maybe.
She,
I don't know.
yeah, she just wants to see more flashbacks on the scene.
Or we're gonna like Oscar is gonna say something because he's Ozpin, and he might say something, and Summer's not actually dead.
Well, we already touched on that. I think something like that could happen. It's just that in the current situation, they're gonna be like, everyone, stop fighting. I have a story to tell. I don't see that. I don't see that happening.
Look, they're gonna go full Naruto on us, and Crow's just gonna have 8 episodes of flashbacks
Oh, I would
fight.
love that.
in the middle of one fight. It's just gonna be
we don't need to go back to we don't need to go back to that swing anymore. We don't.
You would do.
Yes, we
But you want to know who else will have a heart attack about that? Our admin Crow will have a stroke if that happens.
Oh god, yes.
He's the most hardcore Naruto fan I know, and he couldn't make it through Shippuden. He just got outright sick of it.
Wimp.
I waited till it was fully out and then skipped to the end.
He did the same thing,
Wait.
but he hates himself and spoils everything.
I
But
watched it all.
all right, so basically we all agreed that an Aesop's is going to bite it. Anything else?
I
for
guess
predictions?
this would be my theory, but I have a hard time believing it because of Cinder's personality. I kind of have a theory that they actually will be the threat that they don't see happening. Like they're gonna actually be sneaky and do whatever it is that they're trying to do, and nobody will notice with everything going on. Or they're gonna be the ones that Oscar does the Home Alone 2 thing against, which I like that idea better.
That would be, and I have a feeling because, like, going back to Cinder being the reason they failed the mission, Cinder is not able to win without bragging about it. And having the people that lost know they lost when it happened.
Yeah. Like, she wants that glory.
She's unbelievably full of herself. But, yeah, I don't know. Do any of you think, I don't think it'd be option number 1, do either of you think that Watts or Tyrion will be getting taken care of in this volume?
God, I hope so.
I hope not.
Tyrion more likely.
Tyrion's
Yeah.
an idiot. He rushes in head first. He doesn't think about situations, and he gets himself injured, like with the
Crow needs
Crow
to
and
chop off
Ruby
his tail
versus-
again.
yeah. Well, that was Ruby that chopped off his tail. But with the
Someone needs to
Crow-
chop it off.
I'd like his head to be chopped off instead.
What I would like to happen is he gets speared with his own tail.
That'd be funny.
Oh,
Ooh.
I like that.
That'd be
I
funny.
like that.
That'd be awesome.
Well, it's
Just
like
saying.
it's some sort of metal thing now.
Yeah,
And
I
it's-
think he just husked the whole thing
Watts
over
made him
'cause he-
something.
yeah.
I don't know. It seems more than just a husk. I don't know.
I mean,
Well,
I
what
guess
I
I
mean by
don't want Watts
husk
to die
is
'cause
that his other tail was there, like it wasn't completely gone, unless he chopped the whole thing off and then put a new thing on it. But anyway,
It's doing more pain.
Summer, you were saying something.
I was like, personally, I don't want Watts to die because he's just really interesting to me. But at the same time, I guess I could see how this volume could end his story. Though it is confirming more and more. I don't remember if it was you or Crow who said it, but everyone that's with Salem was thought to be dead or something. Because one of those guys
everybody
said
that-
that he was
Yeah, that
he
was
died
me.
on
That
something.
Salem
that's
has a
right.
lot of people that are supposedly dead or missing working for her, which is a really good way to have your crew be. Now, I don't think Watts will die. I think Tyrion could. And the reason why I don't think Watts will die, at least not yet, is because he hasn't tried to get at Pietro yet.
Who?
And the guy who...
The Penny's dad.
Oh, right.
I
and
don't have history with him. You're right.
Pietro was the one who beat him out for that defense contract. And Watts looks like a person who holds grudges quite a bit.
You're right.
Yeah,
I forgot
I
about
can-
that. You just gave me more hope.
I can relate to Watts. I hold grudges. Right, Summer?
Yep. You were gonna say something, Velvet?
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We've got another 10 minutes out of that. All right. I think that's it. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. Velvet, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, I love to do this again sometime.
Absolutely. All right. You can find me at this YouTube channel, and you can find all of us at Remnant's Finest. Summer, where can they find you?
I don't have my paper today.
What are you doing?
You can find me on shut up on my Facebook page and my Instagram under Ray Sketch It, where I post original artwork and cosplay photography.
Cool. Raven.
Megan,
Oh,
I
there
was
it
Oh,
is.
she
scared.
your page is awful. Your
You were
page, your
partial.
actual page. I love you.
It's Fiery Summer's cosplay. If you can't find Summer, you can find her through me.
Cool.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right. And
Yes, I do look like a big
Velvet.
toe. Thank you so much.
Velvet, where can they find you?
you?
If you have anything you'd like to share.
You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Speedyman3498 and on the Ruby Remnants Finance page.
Sweet. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. And god damn, I didn't know. I
Yes.
should have known. It's every time.
Yes.
And you're getting better. You didn't have the.
You have no
Gosh.
You have no idea how long I've been planning that.
Oh, all right.
You might want
Let's
to end
get
this tie.
I think it's enough of that.
Let's get dangerous. Get out of here. Bye.